Yeah. Hello everyone, we are in Canberra at Doppel's album release. Here we are, I am with the man himself, Loose Cannon, the legend.
If I don't owe you money, then
what happens?
Oh, well then I'll give you, I run, or I play a really good set, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, I don't owe people money. I just am.
Well, doesn't a good set count for more than just the money, you know, a bit of cash?
Oh, 100%. Oh, Misha, listen, for the first, 15 years, or the first 10 years, I didn't charge a cent. I've been fortunate to have a really good job in the public service. It was people who I really looked up to, of course, a couple of these men, John Ferris and Peter Dixon. They told me to collect, because there was a point where we were playing festivals and a lot of people were showing up, and it seemed like this very, I don't know, like a privilege that you'd pay, you'd play at these festivals, and not get paid for anything, which was such a wank, and you'd end up putting up posters and promoting these festivals, doing all of the work and getting nothing. So towards the end of the day, some people who I really looked up to, John Ferris and Peter Dixon, just as mentioned, were like, yo bro, like collect your cash, son, and it was only probably about 5 years ago I actually started charging for my set fee, and it was very small amounts.
But how, like, you've been playing for a long time, when did you start? I can't remember exactly, but I remember that's approximately when I met you.
Yeah, no, it really was, Misha. Like back in the Light of Massive days, man, like when we were partying and doing those parties, like I had some great times with you back then, like me, Jerry, like Nomad, Alamont, there was a whole bunch of people in that crew. You guys put these parties on that were pure passion. I was completely in awe, because I am a unprofessional professional. Like, I don't know what's going on, and you guys knew what was going on, but even then, like,
I didn't. I just came along for the ride.
I think if you can remember, you actually weren't there. They were just loose parties, bro. But there was so much organisation in the sense of the sound system rocked up. It was paid for. There were DJs. There was always a good fun to be had. And I think it was after that, it maybe when Jerry, Nomad, because he really started taking off. And I was sort of behind him in the sense of DJing, and we started to take me and him as a collective, because I have all the love in the world for Jerry Nomad. He's amazing, one of Australia's best producers when it comes to hard trance, and he was charging, so why wouldn't I charge? So it's one of those things,
And you used to live with Jerry for some time. That's how I met you, I think. And if I remember correctly, that was the time when you were choosing your DJ name, Loose Cannon.
Oh, that was wild times, Misha. Oh, let me tell you this. Like, you're living with Roma and Alexis and Jerry. Oh my goodness, I can tell you, like, I learned how to clean after myself. There'd be no dirty dishes after I cooked. it was actually a really good turning point in my life of how to be a functional grown-up. So thank you, and thank the Russians, But yeah, look, there was that time. Yeah, me and Jerry, we teamed up because I was doing surgery with DJ Cranky Peter Dixon, and Jerry came to me at one of these parties, and he was just like, "Yo, look, we're underground, you're underground." And me and Cranky, we're all just about the darkness, I'm saying, like just the nitty gritty. And so was Lighter Massive. And Jerry came to us he was just like, "Yo, let's join forces, man. Let's do this." And the relationship flourished. But let me tell you, like, Alexis, I love you, Alexis. But one time,
don't you come and arrest us, Alexis?
You're a bloody policeman now, but I would never take your migarang again, my friend. Like, yeah.
Oh, Alexis is cool, but let's talk about music rather than cops.
Yes.
Mate, you've been playing psytrance for a number of years, but as I understand, your real passion is, if I'm correct, acid techno.
Yeah, look, there's a massive truth to this. My origins of music is strictly hip hop. I live and breathe hip hop. East Coast.
Can I just interrupt you for a second? Look, I'm an East Coast guy too, and I also initially hip hop is my kind of passion. Do you think you'd ever rap?
Well, I used to. When I was young, they used to call me MC Epiphany, clapping mad rhyme wizardry upon what, smoking pot in the toilet block until your brain rot. Yeah. But when I was like young, we used to do that when I was young, And that was like a written one, but yeah, we used to kick rhymes all the time when we were young on the streets, and especially at the skate parks and stuff like this. But that went out the window. I mean, hip-hop's always been the core element of my craft. Even in electronic music, you can always find an element of hip-hop and DJ turntablism, actual DJing. Yeah.
Mate, I'll do 4 lines too. I'm Captain Solid, and here's my point. The entertainment I provide will penetrate those walls and borders that you've constructed in your mind. Yo. What do you think about it?
I think that's amazing, man. I can hear this phone. Is that your phone?
It's my phone.
Yeah.
Let me just answer.
Is that Jerry?
No, this is Christopher Paul Mills. Mills and Mills, a very good freestyler.
What's
actually. I think he's off. I'm glad that he woke up because he was supposed to come earlier, but
been here.
he was the one who drove me this morning to to my DJ set, so he didn't sleep.
God, where is your next DJ set? I respect you so much. You amaze me. I think you're the most active, ridiculous Rambo of the bloody DJ scene. You're Mount Kosciuszko. I follow you religiously. Watch this guy, man. I support him 100%.
I just do what I don't know. I don't even think I take the support because we've got to support each other at least with emotional support. Like fucking Somehow we always we have periods when we are kind of not active, right?
Well, that's right. I think you need a good mule, someone who really brings that table on. But I think you can do this yourself. Like, I think I've seen you do this. Put the table and everything, and I think there's a lot to be said about this and how far people actually want to take DJing, because you, on that level, you are strides beyond most people, because let me tell you something about DJing. It's slowly being taken over due to technology. It's very rare that you can find someone with such passion, or relate that to yourself, and also, like back in the day, if I can say that, where people were digging so hard for records, and it was such a sacred thing to not share that record, or to share with such respect and such just being very careful with that piece of vinyl. It was sacred. Now things are becoming a little bit disposable. DJing can really go to the next level with technology, yes, but we shouldn't forget where it originated from. And we really need to keep the art of DJing and turntablism alive. Just like indigenous languages, DJing, or just like music, dancing is tribal. Just like people used to do, like way back in the day, indigenous tribes, we used to dance to a beat. I think the art of DJing... look, I don't want to sound like a goose and be, relate this to indigenous cultures, but to me personally, this is something I've grown up on, and it's my culture, and it's slowly being lost due to technology, man. And I think people should take a little bit more time to understand beat matching, scratching, hip-hop, a culture like breakdancing and graffiti. I think this is very essential.
This is cool, and as far as my DJing is concerned, I'm just a rookie, I just use the deck, got no idea about the vinyls, wouldn't be able to mix a vinyl. That's another craft, that's a separate kind of skill, don't you think so?
It is, Misha. It's one of these things, but that's why we know each other, because how all over the place I am as a person and as a friend. I'm here to help people understand this, understand that craft, because I think knowing the origins of DJing, and especially with vinyl, I think will help you or anyone out there who wants to DJ really understand what the essence of blending music and energy is. And that can't be achieved through technology. It's achieved through one another. And it's achieved by mixing and DJing with people who are better than you. So you can pick up their skills and understand the craft, and then put your own spill on it, if that makes sense.
It does, to me it does, because currently I'm reading a book. It's called How to DJ Properly. Have you heard about this book?
Yes. Yeah, I tried to read that a long time ago. I'm illiterate. I can barely read. I can barely spell. But one thing I can see is shapes and imagery. Some people call it synesthesia. So I see a lot of words as sounds. So if someone can play sounds to me, I see them as words. You can read as much as you want about DJing. If that works for you, then that's absolutely fine. I think everyone has a different way of learning, and for that way to learn to stick inside their mind, it takes me a long time, to start DJing. Like when I first started DJing, bro, like it took me a long time. I really needed the help of my my brotherhood.